Hey, everybody, thanks for joining Renewed Mind Breakthroughs with Ashley. Today, I want to talk about perspective. Everything in life is just about your perspective of it. Like, your thoughts make the quality of your life. You can take a situation and be like, oh, poor me, I'm a victim. Or you can be like, what can I learn from this? How can I overcome? How can I rise above? Do I want to be a victim or do I want to be a victor? Like with my childhood, like my mom moving us all around and all of the hard times, like I could think like, oh, woe is me, and I could be so mad at her and resent her, or I can, be a stronger person from it. And I really think that that is what happened. I am a strong person because of it, because of my childhood. Like, I am so thankful for my childhood. Like, her moving me around made it so I feel like I'm not conformed to this world because of it. Like, I never stayed in one area long enough for people to influence me so much. It was just really like me figuring out who I am and then leaning on God through my childhood. Like, it made me a stronger person. There's that old saying, it's like, hard times create strong people. Strong people create good times. And good times create weak people, and weak people create hard times. And I look at my family. My grandparents, they worked their butt off to give their 5 children a wonderful life. Like, my mom was the baby and she had everything handed to her. And so, I really feel like that does a disservice to people. But in that, she made hard times, and that hard times made me strong. And now I'm just so worried that, I'm going to create weak children because I want to give them everything. I want to give them the best. I want to give them the childhood I never had. But there's a balancing act. You really got to be careful not to, give your children everything. Like, they need to learn to work for things. They need to understand the value of hard work and the value of a dollar and, all the things. So they don't become weak people who just want everything handed to them. And so, like, we just really need to look at our situations and be like, what can I learn from this? How can I overcome this? Like, there's some situations that are out of your control and you can't do anything about it, but you can change the way you look at the situation. And when you change the way you look at a situation, it changes the situation. It makes it, more beautiful. Like, I can look at a rainy day and be like, oh, it's so dreary, and oh, I can't go out and do whatever I want to. Or I can be like, oh, yes, look it. We're going to get water for our crops and everything's going to be beautiful and lush afterward. Like, it's all about our perspective. You could sit there and dwell on your pity pot, or you can rise above and you can be an overcomer. And I know you are an overcomer. And when you lean into God, you will be an overcomer because He will overcome through you. Like, He will be your strength when you are weak, your hope when you are hopeless, your support when you fall down. He'll be there with His hand to lift you up. So don't be so down on yourself in life. There's always beauty. There's so much beauty in life. There's so much beauty in every situation. Like I was saying yesterday, when, CPS got involved in my life, like, so much beauty came from that. It strengthened my marriage, my family, helped me to, like, get my life in check and, like, rise above. And our family came out stronger because of it. Like, we can't be a victim of our circumstances. Rise up and be that victor that I know you are. You are blessed and highly loved, and I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Thanks for joining.